Yep.
Hi, Mike Bogden.
And Craig Neville.
And this is the Island Park Weekly Weather Report for
Wednesday,
Wednesday,
May 13th, 2026, and of course the 6 days thereafter.
That's right. And we're coming to you from the trailhead of Big Bend Ridge.
Yes,
Which is off North Antelope Flat Road.
Sure, whatever he says.
And over by Sedaris Hill. And that's where we're at.
Okay, all right.
And there's a trailhead here.
There is a trailhead here that apparently leads out to Big Bend Ridge.
Well, yeah, that's this mountain
Is
ridge.
that this mountain ridge right here?
That goes along the caldera.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in the southwest corner of the caldera. And so that's... Ashton is that way to the south.
Sure.
Yeah.
I trust him.
And to the north, to the right of us, and to the...
Is that Sand
north.
Dunes in St. Anthony?
No, that'd be Sand Hill.
Oh, the Sand Hill Preserve, Wildlife Preserve.
Which we went to once before by accident.
Right, yes, and ended up at the Sand Dunes.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly. Anyway, so we're here, and we're just checking out a few different spots, and it's beautiful, and
It is a gorgeous day today.
And it's unbusy.
It is. Out here, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the trailhead is closed to motorized vehicles until, like, the 25th of June or something?
June 15th is when it opens up for motorized travel. Then that only lasts through until, I think, August? Is that what it said? Yep, only open from June 15th to August 29th.
Yep.
But it is open to non-motorized travel on a year-round basis.
Yeah, and the reason it's closed on June 29th is because that's the same time bow hunting opens.
August 29th?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, right in there, so that's why they close it.
Okay.
Because they don't want people driving around
when other people are trying to hunt and scaring their game away.
Bow hunt, yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, that's what's going on here. But let's talk about the weather first, Craig.
All right. So it looks like Wednesday starting out is going to be fairly nice, but there are some chances of some afternoon, evening, possible moisture events.
Yep. Possible moisture events.
Yes.
That's what would be.
Right, yes.
So
daytime highs should make it up into the 70s again.
For Wednesday,
Yep, low 70s.
And nighttime temperatures for that night is going to be probably in, high 30s?
I'm going to say high 30s, yeah. Mid to high 30s.
Yeah, I mean above freezing.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we do have a cold snap coming in.
A little bit of a cooling trend, yes.
And you're going to really notice it on Friday night into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
I think we'll really notice it come Sunday. So yeah, Thursday we'll bring the temperatures down just into the mid 60s. Low to mid 60s.
Yeah.
Same with Friday, low to mid 60s. I think we will see some variable clouds moving through the area. Oh, windy on Wednesday.
You could plan on windy most of this week.
Yeah, but definitely on Wednesday, and then I think picking back up comes Saturday night as another potential possibilities, though slight as they may be, of some moisture for Sunday and Monday come in.
Yeah, like I said, we do have some moisture coming in, but it's real minimal. But it's definitely going to be more of the the storm's going to the north of us and going straight across. But we're going to just catch the outer edge.
Edges, yeah.
But what we're going to be catching is the wind as the front moves through. So,
Yep.
So you plan on wind this week?
So Saturday, we'll drop the temperatures down again. We'll bring them down just into the mid to high 50s. And then Sunday, I think, is going to be the coldest day, and that's just going to be the high 40s.
Yeah, and Monday's going to be pretty chilly too, I think.
But I think we'll make it back up over the 50 mark on Monday.
Maybe if we're lucky. That's but then after that, then it's going to start climbing back up.
And then Tuesday we'll definitely see at least mid 50s, if not maybe approaching the high 50s.
Yeah,
again.
so we'll get the temperatures climbing back up after towards the end of the forecast.
But overnight lows are going to be falling down below the freezing mark.
Yeah, we're going to have some cold nights, especially coming into the weekend. It's gonna we're going to see some. I'd say we'll start out with. Mid to upper, like 37 on Thursday, and then go down to 35-ish for a couple of days, and maybe even a couple of 31s or something. He thinks there's going to be a 20
Yeah, and I'm seeing Wednesday night being above freezing, but then after that, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night, I'm seeing mid to high 20s for the overnight lows.
And
Maybe Monday night will bring it back up almost to freezing, but I don't think we're going to cross that mark. So if you got plants out, I would suggest covering them or bringing them inside.
Yeah, but like I said, it's going to be colder. I'm thinking it's going to be, for the most part, more in the lower end of the 30 spectrum rather than the 20s. We may have one 20 day, but I think most of them are going to be in the 30s.
I think it's going to be mostly 20s.
Okay, so we'll see who's right on that one.
Yep.
Anyway, but it is going to be cooler, and and that's obviously that's coming with the colder daytime temperatures as well. So it's going to be more like early springish instead of
more like summer.
Yeah.
Instead of more like June.
So anyway, so that's what's going on now. Anything else about the weather you want to remark about?
Nothing else about the weather.
Okay, so
other than hold on tight, right?
Yeah. The thing is, right now it doesn't look like we have lots of rain scheduled for this summer. So if we don't get a lot of rain, that means it's going to dry out quick, and it's going to stay dry. Berry crops are going to be less. And that means, amongst other things, which means that we're going to have some hungry grizzly bears.
So not only will the fire danger increase dramatically, the bear danger could increase dramatically.
That's right. So we're going to have bear issues. And so, especially if there's not a lot of food. And the thing is, a hungry bear is a grumpy bear.
Yeah.
And so they're going to be really on edge, and they're going to be more cautious. And one of the reasons we're here at Big Bend Ridge is because it is a wild section of the caldera. There's a lot of old growth timber up here, and there's a lot of grizzly bears up here. And so we want to make the point that if you're coming up, you need to be prepared for grizzly bears, which means a combination of different tools to make yourself safe.
So Mike needs to step back about 2 feet so that you can see all the different tools.
Anyway, so to begin with, always carry your bear spray, and make sure it's in a holder that you can quickly get out the bear spray.
Don't pack it in the bottom of your backpack.
No. Some of the holders are elastic, and people can't get the holder if it's on their belt. They can't get it out. And and if you can't get it out, it doesn't work.
Right.
So you need to be cautious about that. And I've actually heard people that couldn't get their bear spray out. They just threw a water bottle. What happened?
I'm just getting ready to sneeze. So
he's gonna sneeze.
My allergies are worse this spring than they have been in all the time I've been up here, and I suspect it's because of the light winter and the warmer spring that we've had.
And we've got all the mildew from the snow.
The snow mold.
Snow mold, it dries out fast and then it blows, around, and so I think that has an effect on him. And then we're going to have pine pollen, which ought to be fairly heavy this year, and you're going to really love that.
I'm really going to love that one. Yes, yeah.
Anyway, so back to bears. So make sure you carry your bear spray.
Yes.
Second thing to remember now, if a weapon is good. I'll step back here a second so you see I got a chest holster, and this is what I carry when I'm in the woods. It's I've got a 44 mag, and and that's something that you take with you as well as the bear spray. And you have to
22 ain't gonna do you any good.
No, it's not. But if you're gonna carry a weapon, you need to know how to use it well before you do.
Right.
Because if you just shoot at him, it's gonna piss him off.
And that could, yes.
And the other thing is grizzly bears do not drop easy. So the kids a couple years ago, the bow hunters that got attacked, they pumped 24 rounds through that grizzly bear out of a 40 caliber Glocks before the bear croaked.
Right.
So you need to be very cautious on using and judicious on using a gun. And
that's why I just go with Mike.
Yeah, but you need to practice a lot if you're going to carry a gun in the mountains. But if you do, make sure you carry it in a place where you get to it easily if you need to. For me, we take dogs with us when we go hiking and so forth, because the dog's real good about scenting on bears.
They'll clue in on the scent.
The biggest problem you have with grizzly bears is a lot of times they come in from the sides, from the bushes on the side where you can't see them until it's too late. And a lot of them are ambush attacks. And so you want to be careful to know your surroundings and to not go places where you can't see your surroundings and they're too enclosed. Stay out of willows, stay out of places where you can't see, and also listen and smell. So you want to make sure you listen, because the bears will be rolling logs and looking for grubs and stuff. You can hear those. You can also sometimes hear them snorting and stuff. The other thing you can do is you can smell them and also watch for scat.
Okay.
If you see fresh bear poop, chances are,
there's one close by.
There's one close by, yeah, especially if it's steaming. So,
right.
so be aware of your surroundings. And if you do see evidence of a grizzly bear, for heaven's sakes, don't go looking for it or thinking you'll pass it by. Turn around and go the way you came, and get the heck out of there, because confrontations with grizzly bears usually don't end well. Maybe you can escape with bear spray or even with a weapon, but there's a 50% chance that before you're done, he's going to chomp on you somewhat.
Yeah.
Avoid that if possible. So
right.
The best thing you can do with grizzly bears is pass in the night, go two different directions, give each other plenty of space, and then
let him go one way while you go the other way.
Yeah, and if you see a bear, always never turn your back on a bear. No matter how, always back out of the situation slowly, and keep your eyes on the bear so that you don't have a problem. So
yeah, the other week at work, I had a tourist come through, and they were talking, and I hope he was kidding. I'm not sure he was, but I hope he was kidding. But he wanted to know what time the bears came out, because he wanted to go find one and pet it. And I tried to explain to him, and this was like 2 or 3 days after the Old Faithful bear incident with some people. And I'm like, look, if you want to go home in a little box like this when they get done with you, you go ahead and pursue that. But
we've already had a couple of brothers attacked over by Old Faithful that were hiking up towards one of the falls and just outside the Geyser Basin in Old Faithful, and they got attacked on the trail. And they're both alive, but they were both medevaced out to Ermac or whatever. Yeah. But they were not in good shape. And the thing is that I said grizzly bear encounters are a no-win situation for you or the grizzly, and the best thing you do is try to avoid them at all costs. So be cautious.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
With that, enjoy the mountains, enjoy everything, but be prepared, know what you're doing, and
keep your wits about you.
Learn some woodcraft before you go wandering around in places on the trails and stuff, so that you know exactly where you're at and also what you're doing.
Some woodcraft?
Woodcraft. That's like that's like mountain man craft. It's like learn how to recognize problems before they occur.
Oh, okay, all right. See, and woodcraft to me is like making shelves and. You
don't know that either.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know that either. But
no.
But that's why I know people who can do that for me.
Okay. Anyway, with that, we just want to wish you a good week. So, from Island Park, this is Mike Bogden,
and I'm gonna get up on my little soapbox just for a little bit, folks. So
here, just a minute, I'll get shorter so he can feel like
right. So I look like I'm up on that soapbox.
Okay.
So when you go traveling, keep your wits about you, not just for the grizzly bears, but also at the frickin' gas station. Do not pull away from the gas pumps until you have stowed the gas hose off your vehicle and back on the pump.
And he's speaking this from reliable experience just recently.
Yes.
So don't drive off with the damn handle.
Don't drive off with the hose still connected to your car. It could cause your car some damage. It'll definitely damage the hose and the gas pumps.
Yeah.
And I've had a few of these in the last little while, and I'm about to the point where I'm going to start charging regardless. So I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm that close. So
he's close.
Start paying attention. Not just at my store, but any gas station that you go to. Finish your job before you go driving off.
That's right. Know where your hose is before you go wandering off.
I like that. Yes. Okay.
So from Island Park, it's Mike Bogden
and Craig Neville.
Watching our hoses. So you guys be safe, be careful. Remember, love you guys. See you. Bye.
Bye-bye.